What's crack-a-lackin' jack a smacking YouTube? It's your boy Iron Boy Blow. Today we're gonna discuss cards you'll be taking if you're in a pre-made setup. As I expect the only people playing this game now are people who are playing with their friends, either new people or veterans, but veterans are probably gonna know all this stuff already. But you know, we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get down to business and why you're here. We're talking strictly no hope for these cards. I mean, you can take these outside of no hope, but you might not see the exact benefits or how valuable these cards are, because really in let's say even nightmare you can really take anything and be fine. You know, I'm not saying that as like, oh, I'm really good at this game type, but at some point, like after you play the game for so long, and especially going to no hope, going back to nightmare, it kind of feels like veteran. I'm not saying that to act like I'm nice on the game, but I've been playing the game for a long time. I played since release, but I didn't play a lot at release, but anyways, let's start it. Ammo for all. You can read the team effects. We're gonna talk about all these cards as if you're with 4 people, but these work with 3 people, 2 people, whatever, but we're just gonna say 4 people. I'm sorry, but if you are playing with bots, they will also take some of these cards, like Needs of the Many. I believe they take On Your Mark, and I'm not sure what else. Amped Up, they take Amped Up. Anyways, and Ammo for all. So you're gonna get these regardless if you got 2 times, 3 times players, or 4 times players, right? If you're playing with bots and your own private lobby. So to start with it, you can read the cards. You're gonna get 40% increase to your ammo capacity. Ammo is very scarce and no hope. So I mean, you're gonna want this. You might even want to take ammo belt, because that's the best single ammo card in the game, both for its capacity and its reload speed, especially for snipers. But even without snipers, it's a really good card, because Ammo for all stacked 4 times doesn't even beat the capacity for ammo belt. That's how broken it is. And this card ain't even really that good, by itself. It's actually pretty bad by itself. That's why you want to stack it and only use it in pre-made lobbies or with bots. Anyways, so say you take ammo belt with 4 friends, you get 40% ammo capacity and about 14% increase to the team's entire damage. I mean, that just packs a lot of power, I ain't gonna lie. You guys are gonna be insane on ammo. Never run out of ammo, especially with these other cards we got in here. And you're probably gonna be taking Hoffman, since he's a very good cleaner, probably a top 3 cleaner even. And then let's say you take ammo belt 4 times and Hoffman, and that's it. You're gonna have 55% extra ammo capacity. Or if you take just ammo belt and ammo for all, you're gonna have 90%, 50 plus 40, right? Or if you take all 3, ammo for all, ammo belt, and Hoffman, you're gonna have 105% team ammo capacity. You're never gonna run out of ammo, especially when you go to this card, On Your Mark. 4 times of this is gonna restore 30% of your team's ammo. There's other benefits, and reload speed is great. I mean, it's awesome, right? Especially for snipers. On every horde. One of the best cards in the game, especially since it's the only card that has sustainability for your ammo. Your teammates are never going to run out of ammo. You're never going to fight for ammo. You're never going to have to buy ammo for the merchant. I mean, there's not much to say about it. So the thing with Empowered Assault, when all 4 of your teammates are running this, you'll have a 20% increase to your stumble damage, and no matter what mutation or person kills a mutation on your team, you're always gonna have stumble for the next mutation. So, and your shotgunner kills him, he's gonna have stumble for the next mutation. If a sniper kills him, he's gonna have a stumble for the next mutation. And so many mutations on no hope spawn at once. You're gonna have, you know, sometimes even stumble locks. So say the sniper kills like a stinger, the shotgunner kills like a reeker, and then you got like a ripper coming your way. Well, let's say Jim, or not Jim, sorry, your sniper shoots the ripper, boom, stumble, and then you can chain it again with your shotgunner shooting the ripper, boom, stumble again, and it's dead after that. And damage is the most like important thing in this game outside of economy. So you don't even need much healing because you got all this damage around you, right? Especially if you take a lot of damage heavy cards outside of this. All right. Needs in the mini. You don't even need 4 of these. You can take 4 of these, but really you only need like 2 at most, in my opinion. I'd take 1 myself, sometimes 2, depending on who, you know, who's on my lobby. The reason you take this is because in no hope you have no lives whatsoever. So if you go down, you're down until the next map, or if you have a defib and you can't restore the life unless you have medical professional or a toolkit room with the medical box, right? So it's a good card. You can have 4 times of it, 1 times of it, 2 times of it, 3 times of it. You just need it. You know, you need at least 1. Down in front, admittedly, I don't even take this. I don't run it at all, but it can save your team from unnecessary damage from yourself. It's a top tier card. A lot of people use this. You know, everybody in quick play, just about everybody in quick play uses this. You know, that's how you know it's a good card when quick players are using it, right? I'm taking this in trials. I'm not taking, if I'm sniper, I'm not taking this personally. If you know, in your group, you might want to take it. You know, it saves you a lot. Let's say your teammates getting swarmed, you're out of position, especially if you're a new player, you're not gonna know exactly where to go. You're getting swarmed. The only way you can not hurt your teammate as well is shooting the feet of the ridden, and you might even have to reposition yourself, which could put you in a vulnerable position, so you're not shooting your teammate. This, you don't even gotta worry about that. Great card, and you get 10 health from it. Marked for Death. I'm adding this one because it's like a team synergy card. You only need 1 person using this. Typically, it's going to be your shotgunner or your sniper. The reason why is because it benefits most on them. I guess the equivalent to this in some way, I mean, not really, but like for damage cards, for LMGs or rifles or SMGs, not SMGs, I'm gonna take that back, but rifles and LMGs are better, by the way. It would be like fill them full of lead, but this doesn't stack, so only 1 person needs to take it. You're not gonna get the 40% increased damage with 4 of them. You only get 10% no matter what. I would say have your sniper take it, but it's, you know, it's up to you who you want to take it. I'm not gonna be the judge, you know. Copper Scavenger spawns 2 times, like 250 piles per level. That's 400 copper per level, 100 for each player. And then if you got 4 of those, you'll see upwards of like 1600 extra copper for your team per level, 400 between the 4 of you. I mean, that's nuts. Lucky Pennies, this is a bugged card. If you don't like playing with bugged cards, then I would go for Money Grubbers. To do some math on it, you'll have, with Lucky Pennies, you'll have 140% more team copper for, you know, throughout the entire run. That's nuts. 140%, crazy. But let's just do some math. If you're solo, then Money Grubbers is better. If you're in a duo, it's equal to or worse than Money Grubbers, so you might want to take Money Grubbers. I'd take Lucky Pennies if I was in a duo, but that's, you know, it's up to you. 3 times Lucky Pennies is better than 3 times Money Grubbers, and 4 times Lucky Pennies is exceptionally better than 4 times Money Grubbers. The reason that I would take it in duos is because it works on warped copper piles. So you could have only one person picking up the warped copper piles instead of everybody having a debuff, right? And you're still gonna get the warped money. Not every single time, but you're gonna get, you know, hundreds, 400s, you know, stuff like that every so often. It's bugged. It makes you rich. You won't have any trouble buying anything. Intel you come across, it's yours, right? Toolkits, upgrades. When I run this with my friends, bro, we get the team support slot. We get the team upgrade. We always got team upgrades, right? By like the 4th level or whenever you can get them. I mean, we also run burn cards, but you might not have that yet, right? The health, the ammo, and that's even more ammo, you know, and you already got all these ammo cards. What else do they got? And stamina. So, and you're gonna get free intel. You're gonna get intel across. It's an insane card, but I mean, if you don't like bugs, then take money grubbers for sure, and you're still gonna be rich, so it don't really matter. Medical professional. This is another one only one person needs to run. And this is the only card you need, like support wise, like actually healing trauma damage wise. It's gonna heal 10 additional trauma health when you use a med kit on someone. So everybody's gonna buy med kits, right? You're not gonna really be running bandages. You're not gonna be running pain meds. Everybody's buying med kits and holding them for whoever's running medical professional and defibs. And then you're gonna have someone running toolkits, right? It restores a life whenever you use a defibrillator or a first aid kit, and it heals trauma damage, and that's all you need. And that allows you to put a lot more damage into your deck, which means you're gonna kill stuff, and you're not even gonna have to use this too much, really, because you got all that damage. Amped up is another one where only one people need it. And I would say don't put it with the person who has medical professional, because they already have needs of many probably, because you might want to put these together, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter. You could have one person run this, one person run that, and one person run that, but don't put these two together, or you know, alternatively these three together, so they can have the damage too. I would say put these on a LMG though. Put that on a LMG. And maybe put this on another LMG or your shotgunner if they have room to fit, you know, all the damage, because they're gonna be leading the pack, and they're gonna need more damage than you will if you're on LMG or whoever's running the LMG. Anyways, you know, that's really it. It's gonna heal all your chip damage, and that's all the 3 support cards you need. And in general, you don't need a dock. EMT bag doesn't scale with this. EMT bag doesn't scale with this. So it doesn't really matter. This game is very offensive heavy. Offense is better than defense and Back for Blood. And damage is going to make it where you don't really even need these. Well, I mean, you're going to need that, but you won't even need these like that type. So the next few things we're going to discuss is like general tips, you know, for your team. If you find a curse key, and you buy an armor or 2 from the merchant, and when you use it and it breaks, you won't die from it. It's just gonna remove your armor and your extra lives, which can be restored by the person who takes medical professional. Obviously, you lose your the armor, you lose the curse key, and you lose the lives, but you don't die, and you don't gotta use the defib. Another one would be like flashbangs. They're not really seen as useful in the lower difficulties. People will take like molotovs, grenades, pipe bombs. You see a lot of those. But on here you'll see like a boss, breaker, hag, ogre, and every single level besides a few. And some of them you'll want to take firecrackers or a pipe bomb. You know, like Pain Train 1-3, Act 1, Mission 3, or Act 1, Mission 4. You're gonna want to take firecrackers there, because you don't get bosses. Did I say Pain Train? You're gonna have one person take a flashbang. You do get a boss on there. But there's an unlimited horde at the end. And you're gonna want to take a firecrackers or a pipe bomb, right? And some hives there's even two bosses. You'll get 2 breakers right after another, so you want like 2 flashbangs, maybe even 3 if you guys mess up, right? In the inner hive you can fight 2 breakers at the same time, an ogre and a hag in the same inner hive if you go in the inner hive. And that's where you're gonna want to take like all 4 of y'all have flashbangs, because you're gonna be, you know, murking all the common. I mean, they're not that big of a deal, especially with the setup you guys are gonna have, right? For your team lineup, if you got the DLC Tala on shotgun, and the reason we have her on shotgun, or the reason we have her in general, is because she is the best cleaner in the game. She has bleed damage, and she spawns a warped pile, which gives you like a legendary attachments, gives you mad weapons. All the legendary items come from that, and that goes on like every level. Anyways, the reason we put on shotgun is so she has bleed damage, so one bullet equals 2.2 damage, you know, just a random number, right? And then shotguns, they have like 16 bullets, you know, just at one shot, and all those stack. And then the more shots you put in, the higher that bleed damage goes, right? And she just makes people bleed real fast. Gem on sniper. That, you know, Gem's always gonna be on sniper. Charisse on LMG. You can also do hang and have food scavenger. And with food scavenger you can combat Ravenous. But really you don't even need hang for food scavenger. He just has it built in, so it's like 2 times food scavenger, or technically 3 times if you're on Ravenous, because that spawns more food anyways. I personally do Charisse, but I also do hang sometimes. It really just depends on the mood I'm in. And then Hoffman, I don't know if I mentioned, but they'll be on like LMG, since that's like the 3rd best gun in the game. And then Hoffman on LMG as well. You're always gonna want Hoffman and Gem, no matter what. If you got DLC, if you don't got DLC, Hoffman and Gem. Hoffman on LMG, Hoffman can even really do shotgun if you don't got DLC. And Gem is always gonna be on sniper, no matter what. If you don't have the DLC, I'm gonna say Walker on shotgun or Hoffman. That's really up to you. I would say, yeah, it's up to you. I mean, you can't go wrong with that as long as you have Hoffman in the game. I mean, you know, he's the 2nd best cleaner or the 3rd best, depends on, you know, it really depends how you look at it. But he's top 3, Gem's top 3, and Tala is undoubtedly number 1. So Walker or Hoffman on shotgun, Gem on sniper, Carly on LMG, and then Hoffman or Walker on LMG, depending on how you do it. The LMGs will be like mostly horde clear, so take like suppressing fire, right? And it will slow down the other commons. It will slow down mutations. It will even slow down bosses. You could also take like melee, like Charisse with trauma resistance, or Holly with trauma resistance if you don't got the DLC. That's personally not my cup of tea, but I mean, it's your game. So how it would look is the shotgunner will take the lead, or the melee if you got a melee. Not my forte, but shotgunner or melee is gonna take the lead. Gem's gonna stay in the back and take out the mutations with a sniper, and then the LMGs are gonna horde clear. I already mentioned that. I'm gonna post some decks in the comments that utilize these cards, these setups, how they work, like how you put them in a deck. Obviously, you can, you know, change it up how you feel, and I'll even put a melee in there in case you want to substitute. Like I said, it's not my cup of tea, but you know, it's yours. It might be yours. I think it's more fun without a melee because you're gonna be watching the melee the whole game. But you know what? It's your game. All right, and that's it. Hope you have a good day. Take care.